Alrighty, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another On the Pole, brought to you by Fligger Farm TV here this evening. And we're back here at Limaland once again for another sim racing shirts here, presented by the HiMom Lenz. Hope everybody's here and enjoys the evening. They're the number 133S of Ashley Ellison. Michael Vitale out there in the 213. Cody McDonald, 08. Mixing coming onto the track there on the backstretch. Not about minutes of practice yet to go. Back and get ready for a great evening here. Seen the likes of drivers making their statement here the last few had. I forget. They put on a showing last week. Had a driver go last to first in the first race and last up to second. The second race. So definitely got some high contenders here in this group of racers. Wish I had my notes with me. And the other thing tonight is I do not have my cameras working. Unfortunately, there will be no camera shots of that nature me in the booth, but because we're having some little technical difficulties behind the screen here. But nonetheless, we are here at Limaland, ready for week 3, race number 5 of the series. Tonight is race number 5 and 6. At race 1 and 2, first week, 2 and 3, second week, 3. Last week, 5 and 6. Race number 5, or first race of this evening, will begin here shortly. Hope everybody gets tuned in, gets ready for a great evening of racing. Hope everybody's getting fired up for the evening. We're getting ready to set and go here from Limaland. It'll be a great evening of racing here as we watch a few of these drivers get their set up here, get their setups tuned in. See there, the 133 of Ellison Jr. Travis McDonald out on track, and then 88. He had some trouble last week, but he's going to try to make some better runs at this week. Kendall Dixon kind of had an up and down season car as well in the 011. They're on track on the scoreboard, the 111. And McDonald in the 028. Kelly Wheeler in the 110. Has some pretty good runs this season. There you see on the right hand of your screen the best time for the drivers here. Devin Hauer is your one that have time to beat with a 12.22. Michael Vitale there in second for practice session with a 12.72. Followed up by Cody McDonald with a 12.402. McDonald trying to make way. 12:402 is his fast lap right now. About 5 seconds left in practice. We're about to go to race number 1 here this evening. Hope everybody is ready and set as we are here in the booth. Everything's set and ready to roll. Random pill draw here in this league for the starting grid. As it comes up now, we'll go and see how this starting grid for race number 1 prevails. Blake Christopherson there in row number 1 in the pole position beside Brian James. Devin Hauer there in 3rd place. Travis McDonald in 4th. Matt Schaefer in 5th. Dylan D there in 6th. Brian Orto is going to roll off in 7th. Randall Dixon. Randall Dixon there in 8th. Sam Buckman in 9th. Ashley Ellison Jr. will roll off in 10th. Michael Vitelli in 11th. And Doug Etzel there in 12th. Kelly Wheeler will roll off 13th. Juan Martinez will roll off in 14th. And Tony McDonald will roll off in 15th position here this evening as we get set and ready to rock and roll here from Limaland yet again for week number 2. Looks like we got a few cars that have missed the grid here to start this race. Looks like we got Christopherson, Hauer, Ewert, and Bachman all sitting this one out for the moment. Big gap from the pace truck. They come down the front stretch here. That Schaefer's going to lead them off there on the front row beside Brian James. Here we go. Green flag should be coming out here next lap. Everybody getting fired up there. Side by side, we should be racing this time out of corner number 4 here at Limaland here this Wednesday evening. Down and away they go out of corner number 4, taking that green flag. Little check up there on the outside roads. They get started down into corner number 1. Out of corner number 2, looks like the 6 there out. Brian James is having some issues. Tony McDonald gets caught up in that. Ends up coming back towards the back, and that'll be our first caution of the evening. As we see coming off of corner number 1. That's 60 on the high side. Little Spruce catches that 28 and catches the 028. Or is that the 088? I'm sorry. 088 comes down into the 028. Get them restacked, re-racked, and get them set to rock and roll again. Then they got them lined up side by side. Ace truck peels off in corner number 3. At the rock and roll here again out of corner number 4. Green flag is out. Brian James down and away, and there he is out on the outside. Going to try to make it stick this time. He does. Now back down into corner number 3 and 4. Matt Schaefer there working the inside lane. Brian James got a run there on the outside, but side by side, still great racing going on. On here in the corner number 3 and 4 as they come out There's the 088 of Travis McDonald. He's working his way towards the front. And 71 of Brian Orto's not going to be too far out of this as well. So farther back in the pack, we've got 3 wide there for 6th, 7th, and 8th. That is the 111 of Randall Dixon, Juan Martinez in the 4, and Kelly Wheeler in the number 11 back here. We also have the 213 of Michael Vitelli in that as well, but a little farther forward, we've got them 3, 5, 71, 80, and 60, all battling for that front spot. Now the 83 of Brian James, Matt Schaefer is going to take the lead for the moment, coming out of turn number 4. Comes down a little bit in front of the 71 of Brian Orto, down in the corner number 1 and 2 again. Side by side, in the 3 and 4 they go. There's the 71, that looking to the inside of the 83 of Matt Schaefer. 60, Brian James out on the outside, still looking for some way of getting around. The 71's now back to the inside. Matt Schaefer out front, Brian James on the outside still. 2 lanes of racing as we got it right now. 2, 3 wide in sections. Juan Martinez there on the inside of corner number 1 and 2. 1 and 2 now. Michael Vitelli there on the inside of the 088. Travis McDonald trying to make a run here. Matt Schaefer still out front. Brian James still holding to the top side with Brian Orto and Travis Davis behind him. Michael Vitelli a little bit farther back, battling with Randall Dixon. As Randall Dixon's on the high side, Vitelli's on the inside. They are 2 by 2, almost wide there in times. 2 by 2 nonetheless as they come out of the corner. Juan Martinez gets a little tag on Vitelli as they come through the corner. Out of corner number 4 they come. Or in the corner number 4 they coming out of it. It will be Matt Schaefer still with the lead. That 14 out of 40 going on right now. Side by side they go in the corner number 1 and 3 and 4. Out of 3 and 4 they come. Matt Schaefer still in the lead. Brian Orto there on the outside. Brian James there in third. Now up to second there in that number 71 machine. 60 of Brian James is trying to hold on to it. But Brian Orto, he's down there on the inside trying to get that inside lane to work for him. Get that extra fight. But Brian James is not going away too much without a fight as he's now back in second place coming off the corner number 4. Michael Vitelli battling for 4th position now beside the 088 of Travis McDonald. Buddy McDonald having that issue earlier, back up here now to 7th position, right behind Vitelli on that inside road. Juan Martinez, he's struggling. He's trying to find his way through the traffic right now, but everybody is just jumbled up. Great racing going on here at Limaland this Wednesday evening. Wide, 2 wide, 3 wide, almost 4 wide as they slide it through the corners here at Limaland. Cali Claire on the bottom. We've got the 71 of Brian Orto down on the inside, the 60 of Brian James on the outside. There comes the 088 of Travis McDonald through the middle. A little bit of sideways problems going on there. Checking up there in corner number 4. Back across the start finish line. Cody McDonald ends up falling back some. Up front though, it's Matt Schaefer for that lead. Brian James there in second. Brian Orto in third. 18 laps to go here in race number 1. McDonald back here in the 088 trying to find something to happen as he's battling alongside Wheeler for that 5th position. Wheeler on the high side. Gets to the corner. Oh no, Wheeler's in the wall. Tough break there for Wheeler as he comes out of corner number 4 on the front stretch, gets pinched up there against the wall from the 088. That out of corner number 2. It might be corner number 2 that he gets the run, gets pinched up there against the wall. It was on the back stretch in front of Vitale. Up break there for Wheeler as he gets spun around there and into the turn 3 barrier. Like he's going into the pits for a quick air for the moment, and then he'll be back underway. That's Schaefer still out front. Brian James there in second. Wait. Travis McDonald. Great battles going on. We got 16 laps to go here in race number 1. Pace truck is up here. They come out of corner number 4. They are down and away once again going into corner number 1. It is Max Schaefer with the lead. Brian James in second. Randall Dixon there in third. Brian Ordo there in fourth. Side by side now coming out of 4 down across the stripe. It's going to be Matt Schaefer. Brian James on the high side. Here comes Randall Dixon though through the middle of the corner. Down on the low side, it's the 71 of Brian Ordo. He's trying to make that low side work. He's not the only one, Brian. Travis McDonald trying to find somewhere in there that it's going to work. Juan Martinez has moved up to 7th position now, working on Mike Vitale for that 6th. On the inside of Vitale is that number 4 machine of Martinez. Martinez slowly working that as well he could. Here comes the 71 though of Brian Ordo. He's working on the inside of Dixon. He's working on the inside of James. That's right. 3 wide coming out of corner number 2. Down the back stretch into corner number 3. 5 coming out of 4. Almost. They all get a single foul out. Trying to find that grip on the speed. Trying to find that rear wheel fight. Where is it going to be? 10 laps to go here in race number 1. Caution is back out. We got problems with Ashley Ellison Jr. Ellison Jr. comes through the corner, ends up getting into Mike Vitale. Around he goes, and then oh man, Cody McDonald had nowhere to go. Ends up getting into the side of Ashley Ellison. Nine laps to go here in race number 1. Matt Schaefer still our leader out front. Brian James in second. Randall Dixon third. Brian Orto there in fourth. Travis McDonald will round out your top 5 here currently for race number 1. It's a rock and roll here yet again. Hopefully we get green flag here. Looks like green flag's going to be this time by single foul restart as we got 10 laps to go. Now 9 to go as they come across the stripe. 3 wide there for second place. That's, oh no, Randall Dixon gets inside of James. 3 wide there as they come out of corner number 4. Down in the corner number 1 they go. Randall Dixon, Brian James, Brian Ordo, all battling there for that second through third spot. And here they go, 7 laps to go. 3 wide, it's going to be Brian James there for second place. Randall Dixon there in third, Brian Ordo there on the inside. 6 laps to go here this evening from Limaland Speedway. Hopefully everybody's enjoying all the racing that we're bringing to you here on the Pool, brought to you by the Fleet Farm TV Network. At my side is Randall Dixon and Brian Orto there for that 3rd position. But Brian James way up high, collides 111 of Randall Dixon. Ends up costing them both a little bit of time there, so now that's going to shuffle them back, and that brings Travis McDonald into the mix for 3rd position. 4 laps to go here. Coming around the 3 to go with Matt Schaefer out front. Brian James trying to chase him down on the high side. Randall Dixon there in the number 3rd position with Brian Wardo there doing inside. And side by side here they come down the back stretch, down into the front stretch, down in the corner number 1 again. 2 left to go here at Limaland, number 1 for the evening in the 3-8 modified division. Here we go, last lap, final lap. Now who's going to bring it home here for the 2nd and 3rd place finish? Matt Schaefer's got the lead all wrapped up. Brian James got 2nd. It's going to be Randall Dixon for 3rd. Get a word with Matt Schaefer here. That 3rd place finish. Or I'm sorry, for that race finish for that lead. See the top 5 get lined up here on the straightaway. Let's take a look at the race results. Here from race number 1. Matt Schaefer there in 1st. Brian James 2nd. Randall Dixon there in 3rd. Brian Ordo in 4th. Travis McDonald 5th. Michael Vitale in 6th. Kelly Wheeler there in 7th. Juan Martinez in 8th, Cody McDonald there in 9th, Ashley Ellison Jr. 10th, Doug Edsel there in 11th, Blake Christopherson in 12th, and Howard there in 13th, Dylan Dewart 14th, Sam Buckman there in 15th. If Matt Schaefer, how's it going?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, it's going really well. Congratulations on race number 1 win here this evening. That should help you out in the points a little, I hope.
I would hope so. I mean, I've been trying, I've been running on and off here the past few weeks as far as my standings are good, or like how I've been running up front, and then I get in the back. So it's competitive league. Hopefully this does help me in the points, and I'm looking forward to the next race.
Oh, you definitely put on a show there out front. Once you got there, you kind of stayed there. I can't. That's where you started or not.
Well, I think I was supposed to start like 6, but some of the Full Throttle Motorsports guys did not grid up, so I actually started on the pole right next to Brian, and he gave me a good run at the start of the race there. Then I got Brian Otto behind me. I thought both of those guys were going to pass me. I never thought the low line was going to hold up.
Both lines look really strong here this evening. It's going to be interesting to see how race number 2 goes as the track slickens up here. Is it going to become 1 lane, or do you think lane racing?
I think it's going to become 2 lanes. I think the top's going to be real dominant here. If you can, there's a little bit of moisture down low where I was kind of running. It's going to run a little bit of a half slider. I think both lanes are gonna be good, but I think it's going to be top dominant. I like to thank HBR. It's Hambill Racing, Big Mel Racing Products, Ham Lettering, and all those guys that helped me out. Training and coaching me throughout the week.
Those are your sponsors you're giving thanks to?
Yeah.
Your race 1 victory.
Yes, sir.
Is there things you can take from this race to bring you up to speed for the 2nd race?
I mean, yeah, there's always, just because like how the track is changing, so this kind of gives you a little advantage. running out front, so I can see exactly like how it's changing, and I can have a rear view, so I can kind of see where everybody else is running. I saw Brian was starting to run a little high. I know the other Brian was still running low. Like I said, I thought these guys were going to get around me. Because I'm usually not that fast, but I pulled out the win, and surprisingly, but hopefully we can get another win here the next race.
Oh, good luck to you. We'll let you go and get that car set up. I don't know, but I never fully understood fixed setups or open setups.
Yeah, these races are fixed setups. Everybody runs the same setup.
Okay, so you guys are running a fixed setup here.
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure with that.
Yeah, if you could too, can you refresh trading paints, because I have a different wrap on my car than what's showing on the screen.
My trading paints apparently up.
Okay. No worries. I mean, it's literally the same thing. It's just my sponsors are a little different.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, we'll try to get that. Hard reset.
Okay. I also like to thank Brian James for putting this league on, and thank everybody that comes out, supports us. Thank all my fellow racers that come out. It's a great group of guys. It's one of my favorite leagues just because everybody is clean and respectful here. So I'd like to thank everybody, and thank you for streaming the race.
Yeah, I was. It was going to be interesting tonight whether I was going to be able to pull it off or not. But I think job here. Hopefully you guys keep up the excellent race. They're like 2-5 throughout the pack. So it's going to...
Okay.
I'll let you go.
Yeah.
And get that car out in the way you want it with those and that. Don't mess with.
Yeah. I also like to dedicate this race to my sister and my brother-in-law. They've been going through a tough time. They just had to put their dog down a few days ago, so I'd like to dedicate this race to them.
That's very lovely. All right. You pick them sponsors. Hopefully the paint gets changed, but not. I'm sorry. I've done what I could do to try to get it uploaded.
No worries. I appreciate your help. Thank you very much, man. You have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you here again in another 40 laps.
Yeah, you're starting 12, so that'll be interesting as how you deal with some lap traffic now.
All right. Sounds good, man. Thank you.
That's Brian. That was Matt Schaefer in the number. Brian, the kid, sponsor speak out here. Not sure why. Some drivers are showing okay. That's trading paints for you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Never know, like anything, it's all electronical stuff. We'll get set, ready to roll here for race number 2. Just a moment, these drivers are going to go back out on track for their warm-up session. There's 7 minutes left, so we're going to take a moment and let's hear from our station shout-outs. Much.
We are Lions. We bring hope where it's needed. Support causes that matter. Change lives. Change communities. Change the world. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White King Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
A simple moment in time. But there is so much more to this moment than meets the eye. What you don't see are the millions of moments that led to this one. The weeks of bonding between a highly trained dog and the person he will serve. The personal training for the client. The challenges. The persistence. The matching process to find the right dog for the person. You don't see the time it takes to train the dog, the hours of loving care, the determination of the dogs to achieve, the professionals who care, the dedication of volunteers. You don't see the dog selection process, the foster homes, the puppy raising. A million moments to arrive at this man, this dog, this moment.
Welcome to Beacon Lawn, full-service summer camp for children and adults with a variety of special needs. But from September through May, Beacon Lodge is available as a conference center for business, governmental, educational, and nonprofit organizational retreats. A beautiful 580-acre camp nestled in the natural woodlands along the Juniata River in central Pennsylvania near Mount Union.
Beacon Lodge was established in 1948 as a summer camp for blind residents of Pennsylvania.
I hope you enjoyed your quick introduction to our facility and its many opportunities. We see ourselves hosting a unique retreat for your organization. Please call me to explore your needs. We can schedule an on-site visit. Quite honestly, it's the only way to get the real feel of the mountains and the experience we offer as a venue like few others.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Limaland as we've got about 3.5, maybe 4 minutes to go here. Warm ups. Drivers getting dialed in here, trying to find their set, trying to find their lines as you the track starting to slicken up here. We'll go on board here with Kelly Wheeler to the gyro cam that's mounted in his car. Takes a square trip around Limaland up here on the high side. And see that track slip up, he's trying to find a way. Well, look out, here comes the Kelly. Kelly's shown to be the fastest here in warm-ups. Up along that high side as well. Heard from Matt Schaefer saying topside may be the dominant line, but if somebody can get that throttle figured out on the bottom side, there is a little bit of moisture there on the inside lane. Get that line to figure out some. But it's very possible that that outside lane can tell, but there we see lights up the 133 to Ashley Ellison Jr. trying to get that car to bite and work there on the inside lane. Why is this? There we go. That'll work better. So it looks like we got them lined up, ready to rock and roll for race number 2 of the evening. All right, here we are. We got Clay Christopherson in first, Doug Etzel there in second, Ashley Ellison Jr. in third, Cody McDonald fourth, Juan Martinez fifth, Kelly Wheeler in sixth, Michael Battelli seventh, Travis McDonald in eighth, Brian Orto ninth, Randall Dixon there 10th, Brian James, 11th. Matt Schaefer there in 12th. And then farther back, we have Evan Hauer and Dylan Dewart, along with, I'm not sure who's rounding out the field here this evening, as we've got a few drivers that didn't take the grid for this race as well. So I'm not sure if they did a start to park almost, or what's going on with those drivers as we are battling here out front for the lead. Lap 4 of 40. Side by side, it's going to be Cody McDonald out front at the time being. Juan Martinez there in third, working that high side. Here comes Kelly Wheeler right behind him. As we saw in practice, Ellison is working on the inside, trying to get that car to bite on that inside, but there's so much loose gravel down there, so much slick crap, not gravel, but dirt. It's just, there's no grip down there much anymore, so he's going to have to really fight that car on that inside lane as that top side starts to derail. Get there with Juan Martinez getting that great run off the high side, bringing Kelly Wheeler with him. That's going to drop Ellison Jr. back to fourth here pretty soon. But he hasn't given up that fight yet. He's still battling there. A little farther back, we've got Brian Orto in that seventh, trying to make something happen. Up there, trying to get up 088 of Travis McDonald. Mike Capelli up a little farther in front of them. There, Ellison going to the high side now, trying to get like a fair down. And Brian Orto still struck center of the corners, running through that middle. You don't want to run through that slick as much as some of these drivers. You want to try to find a happy medium. Jockey and trying to find that hackney and slick kind of happy medium there as we see Brian Orto down there at the bottom of that fun trying to make it happen. Ellison Jr. though is up there. Look how high through the corner is Martinez. Martinez is way up in the marbles as he comes through the corners here, now down the back stretch in the corner number 3. Kelly Wheeler there in third position. Ellison Jr. in fourth. Mike Vitelli in fifth. Here comes Brian Orto in sixth, trying to battle along that inside, trying to get that inside to stick and through that half slide up the track and get in front of McDonald. Kind of is getting it halfway there, but does not have the room to clear quite yet. And then work back down in the corner number 3 and 4 off of 4. Down the front stretch across the flag, it's still going to be Brian Orto there in 6th. There's Mike Vitelli. He's trying to find a way to get back up here to this battle that's happening for second and fourth between Martinez, Wheeler, and Ellison Jr. They all are front and nose to tail here, coming through corner number 4 on the front stretch. I'm sorry, that was the back stretch. Now we're coming around to the front stretch. Pass the flag again, side by side. Kelly's working really hard, trying to make something happen there. Trying to get that car to bite. We've got 25 laps to go here in race number 2 of the evening. Kelly Wheeler there on the back bumper of Martinez. Martinez showing his strength at the moment, way up there along the marbles. Getting that bike off of the corner, but I don't know if that's helping him or hurting him. It's come through corner 1 and 2 again. Here comes Wheeler down on the inside, down in the 3-4. Martinez way up against that wall. Wheeler getting the look underneath. But 3 and 4, they struggle trying to get something to happen. Sorry, through 1 and 2. Struggle to get something to happen as we see how much slicker 1 and 2 is compared to 3 and 4. Martinez up to the wall. Kelly Wheeler gets around him for that second position. Brian Orto now battling, I should say, for that position spot. With Vitelli there on the outside, Brian Orto on the inside. Travis McDonald right behind them. Brian James, however, is having some trouble. Brian James coming through number Oh no, just ends up in problems down the back stretch. Cuts it across the tires there on the inside part and oh no, he it doesn't waiting to get the car back under control. Waiting to get that car back under control here out in the front stretch. Tough brake there for Brian James. Brian James bringing it into the pits to go and get some repairs taken care of. That might be a penalty. The 028 of Cody McDonald will be your leader at the moment, with Kelly Wheeler and Martinez right behind him. You know, Cody McDonald had a decent car here this evening when he got all set up there in practice. But he getting everything set up. Brian James back out on track, coming around the pace track, trying to get lined back up behind everybody. Ace truck's pulling off, so they're going to go green out of corner number 4 this time. 19 laps to go. Who's it going to be finishing out this one? Martinez dives it down to the bottom side. Everybody together up there on the high side. Martinez trying to get around Wheeler, but Wheeler got that high side pretty locked up at the moment. There goes Martinez rolling that bottom along with Brian Ordo's got that bottom working as well for a moment. Ends up falling back a little bit. Martinez to the bumper out of the 28, gets around Wheeler for second. Wheeler now looking for that second spot again as Martinez is way up against that wall. Through 1 and 2, 3 and 4 now. Back on the front stretch. Out of the corner number 1 and 2. See how much more slick spots there are coming through 1 and 2. Martinez at the bumper of McDonald. Cody McDonald, as they come out of corner number 4, here they come into corner number 1. Martinez is there. Can he make something happen? And they come down the back stretch into corner number 4. Single file freight train as it's right now, but Martinez got his wind pull against Billy Wheeler, put pressure on McDonald, so he's got to make sure that he doesn't lose position here. As Billy Wheeler dives it down to the bottom, might lose a spot there. No, he does not. He holds it pretty good as he now slides into corner number 1 and 2. Wheeler trying to make something happen past Martinez. Martinez way up against marbles. Wheeler has to back off, but here comes Ellison Jr. for that 4th spot underneath Wheeler. Ends up catching Wheeler, and around he goes. Ellison Jr. spins it around, and got mayhem happening here in the back with the 60 of Brian James getting into the back of Ellison Jr. Take another look at it here. You see hard racing between Ellison Jr. and Kelly Wheeler. Ellison Jr. down here on the bottom side. Kelly Wheeler up at the top. Kelly Wheeler up on the high side. Doesn't really give much room. Actually, Ellison, though, ends up spinning it around after he comes in contact with Wheeler. Tough break there. Now he's going to drop towards the back of the pack some after his quick repair here in pits. Cody McDonald still your race leader with Martinez on the outside. Miller now behind McDonald. Or I'm sorry, McDonald. Out of turn number 4, here they go, green flag. Martinez is right there at the bumper of McDonald going through corner number 1 and 2. There's Wheeler at his back bumper. 2 wide maybe there for the positions right behind them. Kelly Wheeler down there on the low side trying to get something happen to get around Martinez. Here comes Brian Orto now on that low low side, trying to get something happen to get around Wheeler. Travis McDonald up about fifth. Here as it stands right now, as Brian Orto's got the fourth position there on the bottom side. Travis McDonald's trying to get that outside lane to work for him, as Martinez is still way up there in the marbles. Now we take a look at Cody McDonald. Cody McDonald is also way up in the marbles, going through 1 and 2. And up there through 3 and 4, still running that high side. Definitely got it slicked off there. Entrance of 1. Corner number 1 is definitely slicked off just as corner number 3. As they come roaring down out of corner number 2. 4 down into corner number 1 and 2. Martinez still trying to get to the bumper. And McDonald trying to find a way. There he goes. He's back to the bottom. Gets the slide. Does not quite get it to stick. McDonald down on the inside. He's going to throw the slide drop back. He's going to park it right up there in front of Martinez again. And we got mayhem happening. Everybody checks up. We got Travis McDonald up into the wall. Here comes Randall Dixon now on the inside, trying to make something happen. Kelly Wheeler now up to second. Martinez has fallen back to third. Up to the clutches of Randall Dixon there in fourth. He's going to try to make something happen. Yellow flag. We got 4 laps to go here in race number 2. It's going to be on Matt Schaefer and Michael Vitelli. Down there on the bottom side, Brian Ordo down there. Kelly a little bit of a bump. Coming out of corner. Kelly gets clipped by Ellison Jr. Michael Kelly in the 83 of our race number 1 winner, Matt Schaefer, get together. That's going to bring Cody McDonald out as our leader, Kelly Wheeler in second, Juan Martinez there in third. Yeah, he will deal with third, or if it's going to be Randall Dixon, as the pace truck is off, green flags in the air, Cody McDonald down and away, and here they all come, roaring after him through turns number 1 and 2, down the back stretch they go, kind of spaced out, not sure what's going to be left here for the leaders. As Cody McDonald now leads them in corner number 1 and 2 yet again for another time. 2 laps to go here at Limaland. Kelly Wheeler there in second, Juan Martinez there in third, Randall Dixon in fourth. Everybody's trying to chase everybody down, just unfortunately not enough time. Final lap. There goes Martinez. He's going to the bottom side. Kelly Wheeler up high. Martinez flips the wheels coming through and 4, and it's going to be Kelly Wheeler for the second position. Juan Martinez in third. Great battle there for second and third between Kelly Wheeler and Martinez coming out of the turn number 4 to get that place number 2. Well, we're going to move it on here with our results from our feature here. Getting together there for their after race picture. Cody McDonald is your winner. Kelly Wheeler will come out in second. Juan Martinez will third. Randall Dixon there in fourth. Travis McDonald in fifth. Brian Ordo there in sixth. Ashley Ellison Jr. 7th. Matt Schaefer. Brian James 9th. Michael Vitelli 10th. Michael Robinson 11th. Doug Head 12th. Evan Hauer in 13th. Dylan D. Work there in 14th. Rounding out your field tonight is Tim Bachman there in 15th position. As we get through the field here, ready for their here this evening. Got Cody McDonald with us right now. Good evening, Cody. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you loud and clear.
Great race out there. You kind of started from the front and stayed there the whole race. Seemed to be one of the races tonight.
Yeah, the first race I had to start in the back, unfortunate, and I there early I got a really good run on the bottom, and I thought I had something, but it just wasn't enough, so I had to fall in the back on the first race. But the second one being out front, I just felt comfortable. Car was moving really good. If we didn't have no cautions, I was way out there.
Well, they definitely were trying to chase you down. Seems like that high
Yeah.
side definitely propelled for you.
Yeah, it was middle for a long time, and then at the end, I seen it falling off, so I just had to go right up to the berm up on by the wall, and it was very fine line and 1 and 2, but you just had to hit it just right without hitting the wall to keep the momentum going.
I know Juan Martinez and Kelly Wheeler were definitely trying to chase you down. They were both running that
Yeah.
same line, and it's pretty hard to pass somebody when everybody's running the same momentum line.
Yeah, sure is. The little slider at the end there kind of scared me. I thought that was over at that point, but I was able to capitalize.
Oh, who are your sponsors that you'd like to thank tonight for your race? Gonna share the
I'd like to just give a shout out to Premier Racing. That's my team, and shout out for you for the broadcast, and shout out for Brian and them for putting on the races.
already. Well, once again, you enjoy that first place win,
I appreciate it, man.
and I know these dirt tracks they change every week. What the weather's going to be? Is there
Yeah.
things you've learned from these last 3 racing that can take the final week?
To me, no, I just need a good pill draw. Honestly, if I can get a good pill draw up in the top 5 or so, I think I can finish strong for the next week of racing. So we'll see how it goes. When you start in the back, it's tough. There's a lot of good racers in this league, and when you start in the back, it's really hard to work your way up to the front.
That's definitely true. So you definitely have yourself enjoy that victory lane here tonight in that 028 machine.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. That is our 028 up Donald. Bring in now second place finisher Kelly Wheeler. Can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Alrighty. Great run there tonight. You have a decent run in race number 1 and another decent run here in race number 2.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Oh, did you think Martinez had something for you?
We was both about even, really. Yeah, I was kind of worried, but I was just trying to do what I had to do.
Didn't seem like he had too much though for our leader McDonald there in that second.
Nah, he was probably a little bit quicker.
He definitely said he had to catch in turn 1 just right as the turn 1 kind of slicked off tonight. There was a fine line. Find that to be about the same.
Yes, it was when I won last week. The track was totally different than what it was last week. You couldn't drive it the same. Had to be totally different.
That's the one thing driving dirt. You just never know the way the weather is, the way the humidity plays into the dirt. Dirt track racing is not like asphalt. It's more unpredictable.
Right, and a lot of it depends on where you start at.
That has a lot to do with it too.
It kind of lets you might need to run somewhere, but one line, but you can't get there because somebody else is there. It's just, I don't know. It was fun though.
Oh, it always is. It's always fun. Dirt track racing, I think a blast. I know I enjoy it whenever I can find some time to put some laps in. But great job there. Who are your sponsors you want to thank for that second place?
I want to thank Ingersoll Rand, DNS Siding and Remodeling for what they do. I want to thank Anthony Morano and FTM guys for helping me out when I need help. I want to thank you for your broadcasting and everything you do. And I want to thank Brian James for giving us a good place to race.
Definitely, it seems to be a great fun time here. Drivers really put on a show for us here at On the Pole, which definitely makes our job a little easier here in the booth.
Right, you do a good job, man.
Well, you go enjoy that second place finish. And is there things you can take from the last 3 weeks, final week of racing here?
No, not really a whole lot because I know the track's going to be different. You never know what you're going to get.
Well, between the track changing and you having that race ball, you just never know what your luck holds.
Right,
That's
right.
what makes it fun and interesting, right?
Oh yeah, it's all fun.
I know there's some drivers they hate that pill draw, but then there's others they love the pill. It always changes.
Yeah, a lot of the faster guys don't like the peel draw because they know that can start up front, but it makes it more interested, as far as I'm concerned, when you got the peel draw. It gives kind of the slower guys a chance.
Oh, I think it mixes it up and gets great racing too.
Right?
Alrighty, well, you have a great night there, Killer, and we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. And you have a good night too.
Alrighty, thank you, Wheeler. And man of the league, Brian James is here at the booth. Brian, you got a few words for us?
No.
No words.
I just wanted to.
Everybody's
just
out
hop
having
in.
fun, right?
That's right. I just wanted to try to catch the last part of Kelly's interview there. I think Kelly's aiming for his first points title in this league, I do believe, with a week to go.
Oh yeah, on the iRacing, yeah.
Yeah, I think so, Kelly.
Oh yeah. I'm tickled to death. I just hope I can get it.
You'll find out in a week.
Right? I got to thank you, Brian, for putting this league on.
Yeah, I just want to thank the guys because they make it easy most nights.
Pretty well. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to get ready to sign off here for the evening. If Brian's got nothing else, Kelly can enjoy second. Not sure where our third place driver, Juan Martinez. I want to congratulate him as well for his third place finish here this evening in that number 4 machine. Congrats to all the podium finishers. Everybody have a great night. Catch you next week.
Thank you.
We are Lions. We bring hope where it's needed. Support causes that matter. Change lives. Change communities. Change the world. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White King Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
A simple moment in time. But there is so much more to this moment than meets the eye. What you don't see are the millions of moments that led to this one. The weeks of bonding between a highly trained dog and the person he will serve. The personal training for the client. The challenges. The persistence. The matching process to find the right dog for the person. You don't see the time it takes to train the dog. The hours of loving care. The determination of the dogs to achieve. The professionals who care. The dedication of volunteers. You don't see the dog selection process. The foster homes. The puppy raising. A million moments to arrive at this. This man, this dog, this moment.
Welcome to Beacon Lodge, a full-service summer camp for children and adults with a variety of special needs. But from September through May, Beacon Lodge is available as a conference center for business, governmental, educational, and nonprofit organizational retreats. A beautiful 580-acre camp nestled in the natural woodlands along the Juniata River in central Pennsylvania near Mount Union.
Beacon Lodge was established in 1948 as a summer camp for blind residents of Pennsylvania.
I hope you enjoyed your quick introduction to our facility and its many opportunities. We see ourselves hosting a unique retreat for your organization. Please call me to explore your needs. We can schedule an on-site visit. Quite honestly, it's the only way to get the real feel of the mountains and the experience we offer as a venue like few